Well, good morning. It's now been 4 days since the big wall of wind came smashing into our place. Jennifer and Chris are off at the shower for, I can't remember her name. It'll come to me shortly. Anyways, Stephen's going to get married to her, and so they're having a shower today. And so I'm going to take a tour of the yard here, and before I cut up all these trees, or before I cut off my arm. So here's Gilmore. He is resting near the gas. There are the chaps I bought. Here's the saw. There's a couple of crushed beer cans, but that's not from today, that's yesterday, so we're okay. Alright, so let's go down the stairs here. Well, we can show you. We've got some those there Purple Martins are in this house. Say howdy doody to the Purple Martins. Your morning doves in the background. We've got a chickadee up here in the tree, or in the fake tree. And there's a robin down here. Where are you, Robin? There you are. Yeah. Okay, so zoom out and oh, there's a baby chickadee wishing that he'd get some food. Whoops, attack. All right, Robin, gophers. What a beautiful day it was. It rained this morning. See, quite a bit of debris still on the lawn. Okay, so let's take a walk this way. There's the box. My chaps came in. This is the garden. Looks like we need to put some water in the bird bath. Whoops. And there's the garden. Grass needs to be cut, as you can see. Or not. Again, lots of debris. And none of these trees seem to come down right here. We're going to go. My apple tree survived. The branches. Alright, I haven't quite decided whether we're going to fire that chainsaw up, because I've spent the last hour watching videos on how to cut. Even though I did a lot of chainsawing when we lived in Westport. Okay, so they went and put the grain bin back. The one side of it is just totally crunched. It must have hit with quite a... It must have flew. I don't know. Well, obviously it was in the air and crashed. Okay, so we'll go down here. Branches are everywhere. Oddly enough, just 2 days before the storm, I'd cleared all this out and mowed it, and it was looking pretty good. Well, I think we've already passed one of the trees, and I'll have to do something about. Well, I may not have to. Yeah, I guess that one is a little broke there, but. It's only into the farmer field, so. So here's our first tree. Maybe it's a good one to start with that saw. Quite a mess. Maybe I can just, well, I probably can't. But one tree knocked down another tree. That's how she goes. There's there, and there's that one. Knocked down some of these cherry trees. This one was obviously being eaten by the woodpeckers. Nice at the birch tree. Didn't get it. Another cherry tree down. Alright. What else do we got? Oh, this is going to be a hard one. Look it up here. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. Where is it? I can't quite see. Oh, there it is. See, it's crunched there. So it's sitting on top of all this other stuff up here. So not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'll have to be an expert before we attack that, I guess. Alright, so down through here, there's some debris over there. Anyway, some logs from, they just fell because they were dead, nothing to do with the storm. Here's our garden. Oh, where's that fucking, excuse me, gopher? Was he in the garden? Look at them little shitheads. I don't know if you can see them. We'll zoom in on the creeps. That's okay if you're on that side of the fence. This is these are the ground rods that I was playing with as the storm was coming in. I was hooking up this new zinger. And these ground rods are 6 feet long, and they go fairly deep. So I was attaching it to that when the storm was coming and thinking that it may be a wise idea to stop doing that. With the lightning hit the ground, it could, I don't know, hurt me. So my sunflowers, you notice there's lots missing because of the twerps. So, wow, they've grown a lot in a day. Okay, well that rock is where a hole is. I'm thinking that they're getting, I think they've tunneled underneath now. I don't think they're coming through the fence anymore. Anyways, there's the garden. The potatoes are doing fantastic. We like to use Roundup, see, around the edge. Okay. This is what I can drill holes with to put up Purple Martin houses, you know. But I think I got my summer busy now, just cutting down the trees. So let's go into the bush here, back towards the house. Now there's some branches over there, but I'll come to that in a minute. So here we got a mess here. Branches down. There's so much here, you know. It's like there was a big sort of piece of wind that came through here and just sort of made a path, you know. You'd think maybe it was a wee bit of a twister or something, but there's just so much that came down here. You see, this is where the tree fort is. Guess we've got some burning material. See, but just look at all the stuff that came down here. You know, including the first tree that I noticed from the balcony during the live broadcast of the storm. Well, don't need to see the tires, but in here we got another challenge. Look at this tree. What am I going to do with that one? Hopefully I can get the tractor on the end of this and pull it back down. I suppose I could cut off quite a few of those branches while it's hanging up there. But it came from, look at this, way up it fell. from there. Wow, it's just crazy. Glad I wasn't standing here. Kaboom. Right, now this one fell down when Bruce was here. You know, and none of those trees have never, I mean, oh, they get taller every year, but none of these trees have ever fallen, obviously, since we've been here. So we've never had a tree come down before this year. There we go. Happy to see that I'm still taking a video, I think. Okay, so that's that. We're at the back of the house now. Here's a branch. We'll walk through here. Gotta cut the grass too, see? So here's the first one that I noticed, when I'd ran up the stairs and onto the balcony to take pictures. This thing fell down, from the time that I ran by over here to upstairs, and in the minute that it took me to get to the balcony, this thing had come down. That's when I ran from over the other side of the garage there. Yeah, which was about 5 minutes after I was working with the ground rods. Okay, so back out here. You get to see my new fire pit. Ah, look at that mess. Again, this is where the fort is. This is where the wind bursts through, but look at this mess. Yeah, it's quite a mess. It might bode well for the deck that I keep thinking I'm going to build on the back here, because if I built the deck now, we might actually have a nice view of the river valley once they clean all this up. Look at this broken trees, tops of trees. Just snapped right off. Oh, look at this one. How am I going to get that one? Holy moly. Okay. Oh, and this is it, the naked neighbor. Wow, this was the naked neighbor blocker before, was this big tree. And now, we've had 5 big stems coming up, and now there's only 2 left. And you kind of wonder how long this one's gonna stay up. When I don't know. And look, this one just came right out of the ground. Like hardly anything holding it. Oops, mosquitoes. So that's a mess of things to do. So I might start here. I might not start at all. And there's the fire pit, which is going to get a lot of work, I guess. Okay, here's some wrens. Here are my gourds. Are no good for those purple martins. That was kind of a waste. Go and see what our cesspool. There's a zoom in. There's a house wren sitting there somewhere. And then the tree swallows are in this one. The roof of that thing, was it that one? I think so. Blew right off one day, and then I screwed it back on. Good thing. Before the storm, he has little babies in there. Screwed it on before the magpies found it. So look at this is the duck pond. This year it's quite a lot of water in it. We're gonna have a good cattail garden this year. I wonder, there used to be a lot of cattails on this side too. That's where Bruce and I originally planted them, but I don't see them. And here's the poor bird houses. I figured out how to fix the one I built. It was up for a good 2 days before the wind came. And so there it is here. That's the sun there, and look at how far away. There is the roof of it, where it landed, and then way over there is the second floor. Like just crazy. Just crazy. Alright, let's zoom out. Okay, so here we... Ah, yes. Gophers everywhere. The door blew open during the wind. I watched that happen. I thought it was going to blow off. Here's the roof. It's such a nice blue twig on the top. Let's see. And and some gopher poop. But it's so well made, you know, folks, that it made the blue. But it's didn't break. All right, here's the big tree. Another big tree. You know, this was a monster tree. Well, yeah, work to do there. And here's the inside of this purple martin house. And again, you know, it's pretty far from here. Way the dickens over there. It blew over here, and it's still in in good shape. Ah, yes. Look at this tree. Ah, boy. It's too bad it wasn't Christmas. We could use the top. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a shame. Here's our raspberries. It's gonna be a good year. Oh, I forgot this mess. I just don't know. There's so much of this is broken, and the beer bottle branch bit the dust. The beer bottle branch. Look at this. Look at this. This was from this tree that we're looking at right now. Was from the storm in May. And the beer bottle. There's the beer bottle. It's off. That was the beer bottle branch there. Look at this. I used to be able to walk through here to the other side, but I can't do that anymore. The cherry trees, the Saskatoons. Look, there's going to be lots and lots and lots of Saskatoons. I thought the last windstorm had blown the petals right off the flowers, but even if that was the case, it looks like we're going to be rich with Saskatoon pies. Yeah, they're the best. And cherries. Yeah, the cherries are coming there. I don't know if we can see that. Probably. Saskatoons, Saskatoons, Saskatoons. It's going to be great. Cherry trees. These cherry trees, 2 years ago, the little munchkins ate all the bark around the bottom and killed them all, or killed those branches. So these are actually only about 2 years of growth from the bottom up, believe it or not. Look at all those. Zoom. Whoa, yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, so that's pretty well it. Look at all the cherries. This one is, this is about the only tree that did not get chewed to death. First two in the row there. Yeah, so fantastic. All right, what's that? Robin. Have you ever heard a purple martin before? Well, now you have. Where are they? Focus. There he is. Yeah, they kicked the starlings out. I'm growing aggressive purple martins here. And they, oh, it must be time for a beer. Hey. So, that's the tour. Surprised that none of those trees got hit. Or maybe they have and I just haven't noticed. They look okay. You look over there and you can see the holes where the trees used to be. Zoom in. See, there's the hole. Another hole over there. But that's basically it for the tour, I guess. All right. There's another production from Gopher Downs. The wind wall of 2017, June 20 it was. June 20, the summer solstice, whatever that word is.